Well, whether you realize it or not, the reach of artificial intelligence is growing. And for many of us, advancing in this field is actually going so quickly that you can hardly keep up with it. So, here to help us is KP Reddy. He's the author of several books, including Creating the Intangible Enterprise, the Critical Skills Required to Thrive in an AI Driven World. Thank you for being here with us, KP.
Thanks, Terrence. Great to meet you.
So it seems like since we've been hearing about artificial intelligence, it's just adapting by the day. What are your thoughts just initially on where it is now and how quickly it's changing?
Yeah, that's the biggest driver is it's moving so quickly. It's almost a full-time job, right, to keep up with this. And I think the impact it's having on any given day is tremendous. So it's a lot to deal with, and it's reminds me of the early days of the internet, but about 1,000x faster.
Okay, when it comes to things like Chat GPT or people maybe using it for illustrations, there are some benefits there. What are some of the ways that people can use artificial intelligence to an advantage?
Yeah, I think that's the whole point. I think with AI, especially images, I'm not a great artist. However, I have great ideas, and for me to take those great ideas and execute on them, even though I lack the creative artistic talent, I can come up with lots of imagery and lots of images and iterate with myself instead of working with a third-party artist and trying to figure it all out. I can do a lot of these things myself and iterate it myself and not have great artistic skill, which is a good thing for me anyway.
Yeah, and while it's impressive, it seems like there's a common theme of people being a little concerned about the potential because this could be used for good things, but also it could be bad. In terms of regulation, what sorts of things do you think need to be in place so that people are protected?
Yeah, I think like any new technology, there's always a risk of people going rogue with it. I think when it comes to regulation, it's moving so quickly. I don't think regulators can keep up with it. But I think the foundational elements of how you're going to use AI, just like you use anything, the internet or cyber attacks, if you use it for bad, then you should be punished. I think it's just moving so quickly that we're going to have to get back to kind of first principles about right and wrong.
Yeah. Did you expect it to move as fast as it is? It seems like we were just talking about the pictures it could generate. Now we're talking about video. It just is growing like so fast.
I didn't expect it, and I've been doing this for 30 years, and it's a fascinating time. I think this is honestly, I believe the next years of my life are going to be the most interesting. As a technologist and an investor, I think they're going to be the most interesting times. I didn't expect it to move this quickly. I don't think anyone has. And you're seeing a lot of capital continue to go into it, and you're seeing lots of progress. I mean, the progress is just happening faster and faster and faster.
Yeah, it kind of puts you in the mind of when we first saw the internet introduced. You could tell this is probably going to change a lot of things. It feels like AI is kind of in that same vein. What are some of the concerns that you see? I know a lot of people talk about the fact that you can clone someone's voice. That's very concerning for a lot of people. Are there any other things that seem like red flags to you?
Yeah, I think, look, to me, I think what we're seeing, it's like the invention of electricity and with ChatGPT. It's the light bulb, and we're all very intrigued with replacing all of our candles with these light bulbs. But it's really that early in the process that we can't even imagine what's going to happen. And I really think when you think about cloning a voice, it's illegal to impersonate people. So now that there's a tool that's easier, I've been playing with a lot of these deep fake technologies using my own voice to really understand them, and they are very, very powerful, obviously. But I think it's we live in interesting times, and I think we're going to have to fall back to, if people break the law, then we punish them. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, the tools are highly accessible.
A lot is left to still be seen, but how do you think this can change just the world of entertainment, movies, music, so many different things?
I mean, I really think it's a fascinating time for anything, whether it's the creative. I think this is a rebirth for the creative talents to actually do even more. When a lot of this, whether the internet and we never imagined Amazon would be what Amazon is today, and I think you're going to see a similar thing, and hopefully we're going to push the boundaries of creativity and art, and actually maybe not create so much derivative work. Maybe the derivative work that we so much see in entertainment, whether it's music or movies, it's going to be easy for AI to do that. So maybe it's just going to upskill our creativity to really think in a bigger fashion versus just creating a lot of the derivative work that we see.
Yeah, again, a lot of potential there. Lastly, with the presidential election coming up, the country is already very divisive when it comes to politics. Do you see AI playing a role in the way some of those things play out, especially in terms of social media and people having such easy access to these tools?
Yeah, I mean, I think, when you talk about the deep fakes and you talk about, I don't know how much of an impact it's going to have this cycle. What's really concerning about it is I really think neither neither side really understands what's going on with this technology. I don't think our politicians are really equipped to understand what's happening with this technology. And the biggest concern is they get quick fire on thinking about regulating and if they move too quickly to regulate, it's really going to move the power of AI into a few big tech companies, which is not great for the evolution of these technologies and putting it in the hands of regular everyday people that using AI have the ability to build a company with very little capital and very little technical expertise. They can build an $X billion company out of their bedroom.
Yeah, definitely don't want that much power in just one set of hands. KP Reddy, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Thanks, Terrence.